Here's a question for you to ponder. What is intelligence? It may seem like an easy answer because you have a sense of what the word intelligence is, but it is sometimes hard to communicate. Here are some things everyone can agree on. We need it. Having intelligence provides an advantage, and it provides knowledge beyond what can be observed. Although we have a way to generally describe it, defining it may still be difficult. So what is it? Is it a job, a personality trait, or a product? The simple answer is yes, it's all of them. Anything with the label intelligence has a common thread. That thread is, intelligence is created when an individual understands truths that cannot be directly observed. Let's break down that statement. This means it requires an individual. That individual must gain an understanding. What that individual understands is the objective truth, or more realistically, something close to the truth. What is viewed is most likely indirect information. Here's a simple example that demonstrates the concept. A child plays hide and seek with a friend. The child is it, and must find his friend. The child sees a shadow of his friend originating from behind a tree. He can see the shadow, but he cannot see his friend directly. The location of the shadow falls in the agreed upon area they decided to play. It is the only shadow of its kind in the area. The size and shape of the shadow match what he knows about his friend. Considering the sun's position in the sky, the distortion of the shadow makes sense. The synthesis of this information observed, plus his knowledge, helps him conclude that it is likely his friend behind the tree. That conclusion is intelligence. This can also be used to predict future events. But let's go back to that statement of intelligence. Intelligence is when an individual understands truths that cannot be directly observed. In the world of intelligence analysts, the analyst takes available information, are able to start building an understanding of the situation. They then use processes and tools to help them evaluate, critique, and synthesize information. From this, they are able to make determinations on when and where to further collect information if needed. The purpose should be to test the theories and confirm or deny assumptions, which should help them narrow down probabilities and create accurate intelligence. Untested and unevaluated intelligence is pointless. To help them with gaining more information, organizations have different means and authorities to collect information. Let me restate that. They have different ways of collecting information. The different capabilities typically sense different types of information. This is why you must use a wide spectrum of information types whenever possible. Otherwise, you might get fooled because of critical information that's missing. Now, some of you might be thinking intelligence is done by everybody. That is correct. But intelligence quality and capability differs from individual to individual. It depends on things like health, education, and experience. Intelligence is definitely created by most experts, specific to the case they are dealing with. Doctors can diagnose what is wrong with an individual through symptoms. Mechanics can determine the problem with a vehicle and fix the component. Even psychologists can determine that issues that are negatively affecting a person and suggest therapy. All usually depend on indirect information or the effects of something. Organizations need intelligence. Having intelligence provides an advantage. It provides knowledge about what can be observed. Keep in mind, intelligence is complex and multi-leveled. It is a lifelong pursuit. This video only introduces intelligence in our way. But if you want to learn more, visit us at cognitoconsulting.com.